For some, Thailand is just a holiday destination. For others, it's a life raft. Back home, life often feels like a slow grind, a failed marriage, or no marriage at all. A career that spanned decades but only led to higher taxes, tighter budgets, and fewer reasons to celebrate. Social lives shrink as friends settle down, drift away, or simply can't afford to go out anymore. The weather doesn't help. Grey skies, cold mornings, endless drizzle or biting winters. Even in summer, warmth feels like a rare privilege, not a way of life. And as the years tick by, many men feel themselves becoming invisible. Female attention fades, confidence erodes. The prospect of growing old in that environment feels less like stability and more like a slow suffocation. So when they step off the plane in Thailand, the contrast is blinding. Suddenly, life is brighter. The sun is warm, the food cheap and delicious, the people seemingly all friendly, and the nightlife very affordable and within easy reach. There's a sense of freedom that's hard to describe. No 9 to 5, no endless bills, no miserable faces, and no grey drizzle on the horizon. Add to that the allure of romantic or sexual attention that might have felt elusive back home. For some, Thailand feels like a liberation from years of loneliness or invisibility. But there's a darker side to this story, one that begins when the need to stay becomes so strong that you open yourself up to addiction, risk-taking, and exploitation. The hook. Thailand can suck you in. What starts as a 3-week holiday can spiral into 3 years or more. People begin to make their decisions not for their future, but for their now. The party scene is on tap 24/7. You can find a beach bar at midday, a nightclub at 3 a.m, or a party still buzzing when the sun comes up. It's intoxicating, in every sense. Some people spend their life savings, even burn through an inheritance, just to keep the dream alive. The thought of going back home to the job they hate, the relationship that fell apart, or the place filled with unhappy memories is unbearable. And that's when bad decisions creep in. Many throw money into shaky business ventures just to carve out a way to stay. A bar that bleeds cash, a rental property they don't understand how to manage, a salon or cafe partnered with a girlfriend who quietly sees it as her golden ticket. These ventures rarely end well and often take what's left of a person's savings with them. And when the money runs out, some take even bigger risks, working illegally, running shady schemes, even becoming drug mules for quick cash. The risk doesn't seem real when the alternative of going home feels like emotional death. The crash. Not everyone gets out unscathed. Some burn out and crash. The endless party becomes an endless hangover. A few slip into alcoholism, others face mental health breakdowns as the fantasy collapses. For many men, the spiral comes through relationships. Getting involved with bar girls or women whose interest is mostly financial often turns the dream sour. What starts as fun and affection can slide into a transactional cycle. Money for love, money for attention, money for the family, money for assets. Before long, you're less a partner and more of a cash machine, drained of both finances and self-worth. It's a roller coaster that almost always ends the same way: heartbreak, depression, and the feeling that the Thailand dream has slipped through your fingers. And here's the hardest truth. The real addiction isn't just to Thailand, it's to escaping yourself. The sunny days, the cheap beer, the smiles from strangers, the feeling that everything is interesting and exotic. These things feel like the antidote to years of unhappiness, but they can also be a distraction from dealing with what caused that unhappiness in the first place. When all your bad memories are back home, staying in Thailand feels like survival. Going back feels like surrender. Not everyone falls into the trap. Many people move to Thailand, build a healthy life, find balance, and even thrive. The difference is often in mindset. If you treat Thailand as an addition to your life, not a replacement for what's broken, it can be wonderful. But if you expect it to erase the past or solve all your problems, you're putting yourself in dangerous territory. The key is boundaries. Know what you're willing to give and when it's time to step back. Sometimes the smartest move is to go home, clear your head, and figure out a sustainable way to return. Better to leave on your own terms than to be forced out broke, bitter and broken. Rent, don't buy. That goes for property and it goes for relationships too, at least in the short term. Test the waters, learn the landscape, make sure what feels real isn't just part of the illusion. And don't wear rose-coloured glasses for too long. Thailand is far from perfect, and given enough time, every expat discovers that while the bodywork might shine, there's a fair bit of mess under the hood. Knowing that and accepting it is part of building a life here that isn't based on fantasy. The challenge is to take the joy, the warmth and the adventure of Thailand and blend them with a solid foundation, financially, mentally, emotionally. That way, if you ever do have to leave, you're not standing in the cold with nothing but a faded dream and an empty wallet. Thailand is magical, but like any drug, it's best enjoyed in moderation and never as a cure for what you refuse to face. If you want reliable information on living and travelling in Thailand, visit my website, thethailandlife.com. Thank you.